From the streets of struggle to the stage of stardom, Tupac Shakur was a poet, a prophet, and a prisoner of his own chaos. This is the story of a man whose art immortalized his pain and whose life defined an era. Tupac Amaru Shakur was born into a world of turmoil on June 16, 1971, in East Harlem, New York City. His parents, active members of the Black Panther Party, instilled in him a fiery sense of justice and a deep awareness of systemic oppression. But this upbringing also brought instability. His mother, Afeni Shakur, battled drug addiction, and Tupac was uprooted constantly, struggling to find his place in a fractured world. I'm not saying I'm going to change the world, but I guarantee that I will spark the brain that will change the world, Tupac famously said, hinting at his duality, a voice of hope born from chaos. Despite his tumultuous childhood, Tupac found solace in the arts. At the Baltimore School for the Arts, he flourished as a poet, actor, and rapper. This period was transformative as he developed the lyrical genius and charismatic stage presence that would later define him. Yet even in these moments of creativity, the chaos of his life loomed large. Poverty, racism, and violence were not abstract themes. They were his lived reality. Tupac's breakthrough came when he joined Digital Underground as a backup dancer and rapper. His raw talent was undeniable, and soon he released his debut album, Tupacalypse Now, in 1991. Tracks like Brenda's Got a Baby showcased his ability to narrate the harsh realities of life in the ghetto with empathy and precision. However, his rise to fame was not without controversy. Politicians, including Vice President Dan Quayle, condemned his music, blaming it for societal violence. This only solidified Tupac's image as a rebel unafraid to challenge authority. Tupac's lyrics were more than entertainment. They were a call to action. Songs like Keep Your Head Up and Changes addressed systemic racism, misogyny, and economic inequality. He became a symbol of resistance for the marginalized, but this role came with immense pressure. Tupac wrestled with the responsibility of representing his community while navigating the temptations and pitfalls of fame. It's like I'm trying to bring people to the light, but I'm being pulled back into the dark. As his fame grew, so did his troubles. Tupac faced legal issues, including allegations of sexual assault and multiple run-ins with law enforcement. The media painted him as a villain, amplifying his chaotic image.
Just because I look different than her doesn't mean that I'm a sodomizer or a raper.
His 1994 shooting at a Manhattan recording studio, an attack he believed was orchestrated by those he trusted, marked a turning point. Paranoia and anger consumed him, pushing him further into a life of conflict and mistrust. In 1995, Tupac signed with Death Row Records, led by the notorious Suge Knight, in exchange for bail after being imprisoned. This alliance propelled him to new heights with the release of All Eyes on Me, featuring hits like California Love and Ambitions as a Rida. But the partnership also deepened his entanglement in the East Coast-West Coast feud, a rivalry that turned hip-hop into a battleground. Tupac's life became a blur of success, excess, and simmering danger. The feud with the notorious B.I.G. and Bad Boy Records escalated to deadly levels. Tupac's Hit 'Em Up was a venomous diss track that fanned the flames of the conflict. What began as competition turned into a war that consumed the hip-hop world and left Tupac feeling like a man under siege. My enemies want me dead. I walk around armed because I don't know who to trust, he confessed. Beneath the bravado, Tupac was a deeply philosophical thinker. He read extensively, drawing inspiration from Machiavelli, Malcolm X, and Sun Tzu. His music often reflected his internal struggle between vengeance and peace, between being a thug and a thinker. Songs like Me Against the World captured this existential battle. Can you see the pride in the Panther as he glows in splendor and grace? Or do you see the pain in the Panther as he struggles in fear and disgrace? Born September 7, 1996, Tupac was shot in Las Vegas after attending a Mike Tyson fight. He succumbed to his injuries 6 days later, at just 25 years old. The murder remains unsolved, shrouded in conspiracy and speculation. His death was a devastating loss to music and culture. Tupac's life was a testament to the power of art to reflect the struggles of a generation. In death, Tupac became a legend. His music continues to inspire millions, with posthumous albums like the Don Killuminati, the 7-Day Theory cementing his legacy. Tupac's life was chaotic, but his voice remains a beacon of truth, resilience, and defiance. They got money for wars, but can't feed the poor. These words, like so many of his lyrics, echo across generations, a reminder of the systemic issues he fought to expose. Tupac's chaos was not just his own. It was the chaos of a society that both celebrated and condemned him, uplifted and betrayed him. Tupac Shakur was more than a rapper. He was a mirror to society's pain, a revolutionary voice, and an artist who dared to lay his soul bare. His chaotic life was a reflection of a chaotic world. But through it all, he left us with a timeless legacy, a message of hope amid the struggle.